Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Chicago Cubs find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And on the mound today, it'll be Marcus Stroman. What do you have on him, Chris?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every fifth day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Ready to go? This is Bryce Terang. And a pitch. That's a strike. And here we go in 2023. The line to kick the pitch. On the ground. Zips it across. And a quick out, number 1. Take a look at the lineup. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. One of the coolest moments of Marcus Stroman's career, Chris. He was the MVP of the 2017 World Baseball Classic. Team USA won gold. He took a no-hitter into the 7th inning of the championship game.
Really so awesome to see how guys buy into the WBC in spring training. They really take it seriously once they put on that USA uniform.
On the ground to first, Mancini. And he takes it himself for the out. On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. And now it's William Contreras. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that's a little bit high. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The 2-1. There's a strike. That one ripped. Into the bleachers and gone. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level, but that one just stayed up. And with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
2 outs, nobody on. Willie Adames up now for the Brewers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. There's a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Got it by him for the K. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball. Welcome back.
Yes.
Today's starting pitcher, Corbin Burns. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
The 0-1. And he pumps it a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Bouncer to Voit. Takes it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Righty delivers.
Ball.
And it is 2-1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
One down, base is empty. Out towards right center field. Mitchell going after it. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. Out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Dansby Swanson at the plate and takes high there. There's the strike. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hot shot to third. Urias to first in time. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're down 1-0. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Luke Voigt. Stroh, a former first-round pick out of Duke back in 2012. When he was at Duke, he actually was a two-way guy. He played middle infield. He still loves to shag taking ground balls at short or third or second. Really good athlete. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is a guy that goes out there every time looking to prove that height does not measure heart. It's something that he has written on the build of his cap oftentimes when he's pitching.
Going to count 1-2. Line and a base hit into right. Now he'll turn for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. First pitch, and he just misses. Kicks and fires. Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well. Big time GM right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And the pitch. No outs. Runner on second. The pitch to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit, and they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. Here's Jesse Winker. Jesse Winker, a former first-round pick, a guy who was drafted originally by the Reds. He was an all-star starter in 2021 in that National League outfield with Brian Reynolds and his then Reds teammate Nick Castellanos. Voigt on third. Tellez on at first with nobody out. Sliced hard but foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. And there's one down. Here's Luis Urias. There's the strike. And here it comes.
Ball back outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Here comes a pitch. Into center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. And now the runner will score from third on a wild throw.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Next for Milwaukee, Tyrone Taylor. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
0-1.
This to third. Morel throws to first, and that's the third out. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom of the inning, now the third baseman, Christopher Morel. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And the right-hander deals.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next pitch is downstairs. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's in for a strike. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2. Kicks and deals. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and quickly one away in the second.
That is good. The designated hitter.
Edwin Rios here. And there's a ball. Burns, multi-time All-Star. He throws a cutter, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a sinker. At the belt and fires. There's a swing and a miss. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see these guys a lot.
Yeah, Boog, these guys are all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with some of these guys.
Comes a 2-2. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Voit makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Batting 6. The right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Seiya Suzuki. That one's in there. Strike 1. The pitch. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Batting 7. The first baseman.
Trey Mancini now. His family owns Mancini Peppers, and you know, they produce up to 50,000 pounds of peppers a day. They got roasted peppers, fried, blanched, sweet, hot, tangy. Am I making you hungry over there?
Very hungry.
Well, the Mancini family has been farming in Florida since the 1940s.
There's a strike. Suzuki off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That's out to center field. Mitchell going after it. Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Cubs leave 1, and they're down 2-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here is Bryce Terang. Terang, in his rookie season, 23 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Next pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. To the right side, in plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. 0 for 1 so far. That one down the line. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
Oh, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Contreras getting the start at catcher, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Hit hard, that gets through.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Willie Adames stands in. ground ball up the middle to first, and the inning is over. Brewers strand one. They're up 2-0. Now it's Yan Gomes. Gomes measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Brazil. And the pitch. That's in there. And that's outside. So now 1-2.
2 strikes.
This one in the air, center field. Mitchell gets under it. Then there's one down. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. In 2019, Cody Bellinger became the first Dodger player ever to collect the MVP, the Gold Glove, and the Silver Slugger in the same season. And takes low for ball one.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Nico Horner. That's outside.
Yep, that ball went out.
Ball one. And that's through there for a strike. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Swing and a bouncer. Urias fires across the diamond. And that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs nothing. New inning getting started. Now here is Luke Voigt. And the right-hander back to work. And ball one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Just missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
That one ripped left field. Happ ranging back on it. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. Luke Voigt takes him deep. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Rowdy Tellez.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one's in there. That's strike one. The wind of the pitch. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him. And one away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jesse Winker. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. He swings and fouls one off. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
And 1-2.
It's a good take.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Urias in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Pitch misses there, and it's a ball and a strike. Righty to the plate. In the air to left center. Happ heads towards it. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Quite a long time. This tiny little vision has missed number one.
Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Ian Happ. And he deals. That one off the mark, 1-0. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Hit hard on the ground to short. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Dansby Swanson stands in. First time up, he grounded to third.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Next offering is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And a pitch. That's through there for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
One down. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Christopher Morel. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Yo, 1.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Bounced up the middle. Terang. The underhand flip to Adames. That's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Edwin Rios, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to first. There's the strike. Morel leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 0-2. That one out to right. Taylor ranging after it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And a pitch. In the air, left field. Happ moving under it. Puts it away for the out.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And that's in there for strike one. Swing and a base hit. Bryce Terang with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
And now Garrett Mitchell. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. Ground ball right side, could be two. Over to Swanson, he turns it over to first, safe.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Gomes, too late with the throw, safe.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a two-out RBI.
And the 0-1. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses in. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. Gomes, too late with the throw, safe. Ball to strike. The pitch. That one fouled off. Two outs with a runner at third. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs nothing. And welcome back. Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder.
Burns back to work. That clips a corner.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And next for the Cubs, Trey Mancini. Flied out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
On a line, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Here's Yan Gomes. Flied out to center in his first at bat.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no stream ab on him. I'm from that bully where bullies were quick to spaz on him. That's me, homie. Fatigue's on me. Streets in me. The flow is cold, but you know that I got that heat.
And there's the strike. Yan Gomes waits. Mancini at first, one gone. Shoots a line drive single into right center. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So one out with two aboard. Cody Bellinger, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Strike two. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Bellinger hammers one deep to right. Taylor going back, racing back some more. Still going back and brings it in at the wall.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from right field right now.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup, and stepping in is the speedy Nico Horner. Horner, a guy who grew up in the Bay Area, was a huge fan of those late 80s, early 90s Oakland A's teams with Rickey Henderson and company. And Nico loved getting a chance to not only go watch Oakland play, but also the San Francisco Giants. The 1-1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willy Adames. Adames, in his fifth season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's in there. Strike one. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. The pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Voit in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The 1-0. And a foul ball. And he steps off. The pitch. That one missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Fought off foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Righty delivers. Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down that time. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ian Happ up to hit.
Happ, a switch hitter, it can be challenging for guys at the big league level to maintain a good swing from both sides of the plate. Clearly, he's got more pop from the left side, but in 2022, the right side was respectable as well.
Burns back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Dansby Swanson getting ready to hit. Splits the plate. It's 0-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
The pitch.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boo. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
And now, Christopher Morel. There's the strike up high. 0-1. Happ on second. Swanson at first with no outs. Next pitch is outside. Tapped softly on the ground. Urias throws across the diamond, and that is a big first out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 on, 1 out. So up now for Chicago, Edwin Rios.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Misses off the plate. And that's ball 2. One down, runners at second and third. And that one is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Terang over to first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 1 for 2. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Matt Bush preparing to come on if needed. Milner getting cranked up as well. And now the 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's a 1-run game.
Comes through with the RBI. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
So 2 down, and next for the Cubs, Trey Mancini. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Decisions. This guy's got 5 pitches to put the hitter away. I don't know what you're looking for here, 0-2.
Kicks and fires. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Taylor makes the grab, and that's the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Sampson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off, Jesse Winker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The wide to kick the pitch. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Brewers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And the pitch. Popped up. Morel makes the grab. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 2, Luis.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the third baseman, Luis Urias. And first offering is fouled off.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
Haven't been to many games as a fan.
Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball down the line. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Brewers. First offering, and it just misses. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that keeps the inning going.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Sampson checks over to first, and he's back. And fouled off. Strike 2. Taylor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Gomes puts it away, and that is that. Milwaukee leaves 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joel Payamps.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now the Cubs catcher, Yan Gomes.
The catcher.
And here it comes. And fires in a fastball at 95.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Terang in plenty of time to first, and Gomes is retired. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
That's in there. 0-1. That one missing inside. For a strike, and the count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 1-2. Swung on, belted. Mitchell going back some more, racing back some more, and it hits the fence. Mitchell fires it in as the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And that's in there for strike one. Runner leads away at second. Line drive, that's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat, opposite field knock.
And that's in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Should be extra bases. 1 run's in. Oh, the throw is wild.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So they turn things over to the righty, Adrian Hauser.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
Next to hit, Dansby Swanson. That one's in there, 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
The pitch. Good eye in that spot. Second and third here. 1 away. In there. And so now 1-2. Right-handed reliever. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One and two here. Swing and a ground ball out to short, and Swanson is set down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christopher Morel. Pitch hitter coming on, Patrick Wisdom. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game. That's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
corner. At third, Happ at second with 2 gone. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Gotta get it started when they rounds, yeah. And this is more than you ever know. We here for winning and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling when we set it off and open up the book and we'll be grinning in the centerfold. Oh, champion, run it up top.
Staying in the game on defense, Patrick Wisdom. He'll play third after coming into the game as a pinch hitter. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Julian Merriweather.
For myself, no one's by my side. Even when they ask me their questions, they don't seem to remember. If I wanted, I would get to know. Nobody comes out alive. Now I got to let it out now.
Now the number 2 hitter, Garrett Mitchell.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And the righty deals. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. And the 0-2. Short hop liner handled it short. Swanson fires over to first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. He's already homered here in this one.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
First offering misses the mark.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Here comes a pitch. Slapped foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The 1-2. That one drifts inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Ripped into center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Go ahead run on base. And now the shortstop, Willie Adames. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In there for strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Pickoff throw. Contreras gets back easily. The 0-1. And a foul ball left side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hat moving under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 down. And it'll be Luke Voigt to stand in. First offering misses badly for ball 1. And that's in there at the knees. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Some people call it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, cause I think they call it rock and roll. I say roll. Come on.
Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Edwin Rios. The pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. And that's a strike. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Right down to shoot, going 1. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Ground ball left side, down the line, and it's foul. Up the middle, Terang. In plenty of time to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And now the first baseman, Trey Mancini. 1 for 3. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Eric Hosmer. Big spot for him here. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Ball over for a called strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Line drive. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down quietly. Score remains tied at 3. So remaining in the game defensively, Eric Hosmer. He pinch hit last half and now takes over at first. Rowdy Tellez up now for the Brewers. And a pitch. Ball one there.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
The other way, and he beats the shift.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now the left fielder, Jesse Winker. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball one. And a swing and a miss. So now 1-2. And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 2-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. And ball 4 to aboard.
Not the start to this inning he was hoping for on the mound. Now he's going to have to really dial it up against the bottom part of this lineup to get out of this jam.
So a change being made at first base. Coming in as the pinch runner, Christian Yelich. Next for Milwaukee, Luis Urias. Brad Boxberger takes over on the mound.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Puts a bunt down. Wisdom tosses to first, out on the sac bunt.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Brewers.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. It'll be a big pickoff if he can push a run across.
The 0-1. And a strike in there.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or away.
at the belt and fires. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Back to the top of the lineup, Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Good eye right there. Tellez, the runner at third. Yelich on at second with 2 down. And the right-hander deals. And a strike. The 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. All tied up at 3 apiece. Now into the ball game on defense, Christian Yelich. He'll be out in left field. And now the catcher comes up to him, Yan Gomes.
The catcher.
And the right-hander back to work. Curveball drops in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Aaron Ashby appears to be getting loose. Here's your 1. On the ground at first. Voit steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good onside run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just pours in on the hands.
And up plate comes Cody Bellinger. A little bit low. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Next offering is down low.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. In the dirt, on to first, out on the drop, 3rd strike, 2 gone.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. In the air, center field. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And that will end the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. Still tied 3-3. Here at Wrigley Field. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Adbert Alzolay gets handed the rock out of the pen. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so Hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and that makes it more challenging just to come up with a single.
Pero yo te necesito, con mi cara de angelito, mala cuando te suplico, que yo quiero rico, no quiere, se rompe dame lo que tiene ahora mismo, cambia ritmo, enséñame cómo te mueve, más fuerte no duele, yo brinco si vienes conmigo pa' Santo Domingo, ya sé dónde mata, me gusta así,
The pitch. That's a strike. 0-1. Next offering is in for a strike. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020 with a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy in extra frames.
Yeah, much less margin for error, and Boog, to your dismay, not much sacrifice.
Oh, now this ball gets down. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite them?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
William Contreras digs in now.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Check on the runner. Mitchell back in standing. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. All tied up here in extra innings. Next offering misses, and it's 1-1. Move to first, and he's back in safely. Ball to strike. Swing and a tapper. In plenty of time to first. One away in the top half of the 10th. Two on, one out. Willie Adames, the next to hit.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
That one's in there, and that is strike one. All tied up, and here in extra innings. And that one fouled off. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Here's Luke Voigt. In there, and it's 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side. Count squeezes it, and that is the third out of the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
here at the friendly confines. Digging in, Ian Happ. Hauser back to work.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Righty delivers. There's the strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one handled. Only play is at first on the throw from shallow right. One out, the bottom of the 10th.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Bounce to the left side. Throw, not in time, and they walk it off.
So exciting to see a team walk it off. Not so much fun if you're on the other side, but what a great way to win. These guys are celebrating, and this win is well-deserved.
4-3 our final score. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. The champions. My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, amazing view. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this will be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one out the two, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate to struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther, this not for me.